Good evening, adventurers and explorers, and welcome to another episode of the Facite Stories from Parasande. I am your humble hostess, Mistress Winter. You can find me at gmistresswinter on Twitter and Instagram. Though, I think Twitter is now changing to X, because its owner is a little unhinged. So, but we're not going to go into all that. Instead, I'm going to thank you, our wonderful viewers, for being here and supporting us each and every episode. We really appreciate you, and we love you. If you are returning, again, from the bottom of our hearts, thank you. If you are new to our wonderful show, let's go ahead and introduce our cast. We'll start off with Joey.
Hi, I'm Joey. I play Delphinium, also known as Finn, on Monday nights. I have another character on hiatus that I'll tell you about at the end of the stream. Other than that, I just do some general art and cosplay. You can find me at Prince Perry Pastille on Twitter and TikTok.
Wunderbar. Glad to have you. And how about you, Joe?
I'm Joe. I play Serana, and I also play a character, Joey, and we'll talk about that later. And you can find me on most socials at Mary Happy too.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. And our amazing Abby.
Hello, I'm Abby Marie Carter. I play Aheerah every Monday here on the Facite, and I do a bunch of other stuff that I'll talk to you about later. If you want to get in contact with me, please do. I love talking with people. I'm in the Mistress Winter's Court Discord at Abby Marie Carter. I'll be in the chat at Abby Marie Carter, and I'm on Instagram at Abby_Marie_Carter. And I'm very excited for tonight.
Super, super excited. We also have a fourth, Dennis, who is currently running a critical errand and will be joining us very shortly, and I will allow him to introduce himself when he appears. But until then, let's rock into tonight's episode of the Facite Stories from Parasande. And welcome back. And I would also like to welcome Dennis to the stage. Dennis, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself for us? You are still muted.
When you mute yourself in two places just to appease the mute gods.
Go. Yeah. You know, it gets them off our back, and, you know, they're
That's right. They won't bother us for the rest of the stream.
Yep, exactly.
Hi, I'm Dennis. I do a lot of TTRPG stuff. Mostly right now it is sagas, system and genre. Wow. Setting and genre, agnostic system. I literally just got in the door, but I'm here and excited to play some more Archie.
Well, we are excited to have you. Excited to have our entire cast. I love coming out to Monday nights for this amazing story. So last time on the Facite, it was a huge roleplay session. We had Serana, who visited with Cefellarine. Now I'm really trying to think back.
I killed my cousin.
You did.
Yeah,
oh,
we
yes,
killed her
we
family.
I killed my cousin.
Finished that
Yeah.
combat. Yes. They came looking for you, your family from Angel's Rest, and you put them to the needle and sun, in a way, and obliterated them with a whole lot of criticals. Like, it was absurd.
That's right.
I want to say there were like 3 or 4, if not 4 or 5. I can't remember.
Yeah, it was really impressive. It also flavored people's perception of the group with how violent their methods were. Nothing too negative yet, but there's definitely been a point of infamy earned among the locals. Let's see. Was that where you also got the letter from Kimberly, Aheerah?
Just after that, yeah.
Yes. Got the letter from Kimberly, who said that she thinks it's best that you part ways for the time being. So yeah. Oh, and then Aheerah also met with Ani. Her sister Ani called upon for some sisterly advice and managed to maybe crack that shadowy veneer to get at Ani's emotional core. Where that will lead, we shall see. For the night passes, and you all wake in your campsite in the Facite. What are your goals today?
Good question.
We need to go find the woman.
Well, no, we can't because she's too far out east. We can't leave town. We have to get Vict first.
That's right. And
Yes.
Archie had many ideas if Dennis can find them.
You were like, I already have
Somewhere.
7 different ways that we can get
I know,
Vict
I just need
right
to pull
now.
them up. Okay, so ideas to get Vict. First one is long shot and could take a while. But if I personally start a quote unquote business more publicly, set up a tent somewhere and say, hey, if you're in danger, send out word that if you're in danger and injured, you can come to this tent and you will be healed without questions asked. Of course, that's a lie. We'll ask all the questions, but they don't have to know that. That's just an idea. The hope is that Vict comes to us and we have this grand opening public event that he would try to ruin. He thinks he has that leg up on us still. He is not aware that we've told the peacekeepers that we stole the gunpowder that killed a lot of people. Another option that I also don't really like is I don't know, Aheerah, what your relationship is with your sister right now, but she seems to know things and we don't know how she knows those things. I would be willing to guess that we're not the only people that she would be able to gather information on.
That's true. I do have a way to contact with her. She's just not the most forthcoming with information sometimes. She seems to lack payment. However, I do think I made progress with her the last time we talked, which was last night.
Oh.
Did she find you? What happened?
Are
you okay?
Found her. So the last time I saw her, which was a few days, I don't remember. No, a few weeks ago. I don't know. The last time I saw her, she gave me a stone that she said if I wanted to contact her, I could just drop in a barrel and she would come when she wanted to, I guess. And I wanted to talk to her, and so I called for her to. I used the stone last night, but she said that it would work again and gave it back to me. But I do think I sort of made progress with her last night. I may or may not have invited her to join us.
Okay. Well, if she does, we'll have a job for her.
But if you want me to contact with her... Oh, also, she's been following me around. So therefore, she's been following us around.
Which means she can... Which means she can follow Vict around.
Ah, there we go.
Probably, yes.
She hasn't ambushed us yet, but it
And
depends
Yes,
on
she has. That's
Yet
how we met.
being the operative word.
not since.
She hasn't ambushed us again. Yet.
Well, unless she gets paid to do it, it's very unlikely that she'll do that again. That's the reason she did it the first time. She's kind of a... I don't really know. She takes jobs for payment and
She's
then
a
just does
sellsword.
things for people.
She's a sellsword minus the sword.
I mean, she has a sword.
But
She stabbed you with it.
is it the money or the agenda that she's interested in?
Money, mostly. I think that the more not so nice agenda suits her better because she then doesn't have to deal with any feelings or such that I know she has. Because she and I are very similar. She's just been through a lot. And Delaware really didn't help with that. Anyway, I think it's more so the money.
If Ani decides to show herself to you or us, do we want to ask her to spy on Vic?
It'll come at a cost, and we... I don't know if we can afford that.
She
Okay.
will most likely ask for money. At least at this point. I'm working on it. When I asked her to join, she, again, like I said, I think I'm making progress with her because she had a moment where she really was like, well, we'll see. And then she kind of got a little annoyed that I'm so nice, apparently. And then she left.
There is one other person that we could pay to help us, and that is Smiley. But I think that would be an equally steep price to get Smiley to betray someone that he's worked with. I know that he will. He's only in it for the money. He's not a joiner. He's a businessman. So we could pay him to lure Vict to a location where we'll jump him. That's just an option. I don't like it too much just because of the things that happened last time we did a job for Smiley.
I mean, it would be on our terms now, though.
If we could swing that in the deal.
What do we have besides money?
Information.
I was going to say information, but I don't know if we have any information that we'd be both willing to give to Smiley and Smiley would want.
Between Smiley and Ani, is it odd that I trust Ani more? I mean, I don't trust either of them, but between the two, it doesn't feel like Smiley. It feels like it might be a steeper price with Smiley, and there's no chance of him, feeling like what we're doing is, right because of the way he is. Whereas with Ani, I think there's hope. I don't really like the idea of paying either of them to help us. But I do trust Ani more than I trust Smiley.
Smiley also, well, he's not aware that we have spoken to the Peacekeepers either. But Smiley could also, have that whole blackmailing idea.
I don't foresee Smiley ever working with the Peacekeepers in any fashion. Aheerah, I do understand what you're saying. Yes, we are certain that Smiley would try to betray us. We're not sure whether Ani would or not. Just because of the experiences I've had and what I can remember from before the ice, I'm always much more comfortable knowing that I will be betrayed as opposed to not knowing. Either way,
really
both of these are
trusting either of them, though.
right. These are both bad options. There is 3 other things that I've considered. We could try to spy on Vict ourselves. That would be difficult. None of us really are experts in that area. Not even me. If we don't have any other good options, though, I think that's the route we'll have to take. There's another option where we could very plus we could attack the general store. I think that might be the worst option, though. No, go ahead. I want to hear.
I think in any event, we should at least consider that he likely has an armed entourage at almost all times.
Oh, absolutely. He won't go anywhere by himself. No matter what we do, we're going to have to bring it down to a fight. The last option. Aheerah, when you got that note, I think I know who gave it to you. It wasn't someone I recognize. It was an elven woman in a large hat. Seemed to be watching our table as you read through the note.
That's Ani.
Oh, that's Ani?
Yeah.
Well, and Archie just scratches that option off the list.
That's her disguise. Or, I would assume she has several, but that's the one that she mainly uses. She's come and talked to me in that disguise before when I didn't know it was her.
Gotcha.
So, yeah, well, that's actually Ani. It's like what I said about she's been watching me and therefore watching us. That's how she's been doing it. But she's good at disguises, I guess.
She's the best spy we know. So, our options are Ani spies, Smiley lures Vict to a location, or we spy on Vict ourselves.
I can go with Ani. I am the only one of us that can disguise himself remotely in any way that isn't just putting on a fake mustache. So, I mean, I could keep an eye on her at least.
Maybe.
Not that I could do much of anything. She's very powerful, and it's slightly terrifying.
We don't know the extent of her abilities.
She doesn't seem in the habit of betraying the people that are paying her bills. From what we've talked about, she wants to be hired again. The most important thing to her, I think, is making money. So she doesn't seem to be in the habit of betraying those she works for, if there's proper compensation. She is not in the habit of doing things out of the goodness of her heart, or lack thereof. I suppose she and I don't really have hearts. That's irrelevant. But I also don't know how much she costs.
It's also not far of a stretch to assume that Ani probably doesn't want to see you dead or in jail.
Uh-oh.
We have a shake the board redemption.
Ow!
Why would you do that? Right now? We're busy.
We're busy.
We're busy!
No, we don't want whatever you're selling.
Go
away! What are they selling? I'm selling chocolate.
All right.
My
As you're
God.
devising your processes and your plans and debating on who you can trust and how far, everybody give me a perception check, if you will, please.
That is a natural 20.
Nice.
Plus,
Nice.
plus 10, so 30.
Nice. 27.
Awesome, thank you.
21?
Okay. And Finn?
21.
Dirty 20?
Okay. Serana, you'll hear it first. And it only takes you a split second to recognize the growing din coming down the tunnel. The numerous flapping of wings and the screeching of bats. As this enormous cloud of vampire bats explode into the chamber in which you are camped. We don't have a map for this, so this is going to be largely theater of the mind. But go ahead and roll initiatives.
Oh, can I use that perception check as the initiative?
Yeah, sure, why not?
27.
Wait, does that mean that I can't? That was a 30. Actually, you know what? Well, yeah, can I?
Yeah, I mean,
I was the first one to
perception
hear.
checks are now initiative, so yeah, let's do that.
Hell yeah.
I rolled this. I just rolled for initiative, and I rolled the exact same. So I rolled another 12 plus 9. So no matter what,
Even the dice agree.
Uh-huh. All right, so, Serrano, what was your total?
30.
30. Archie? 27?
27.
Aheerah was 21. And then Dirty 20 for Finn. And then our swarms, collectively there's 2 of them, so they'll be moving about, trying to swarm you. And they are moving on a...
wait, where's George?
I feel like that's our constant. Well, he's always with us.
I know. I don't want him to get attacked.
As the swarms are pretty indiscriminate, he may just... let's see, their resource is 10, so... They're moving on a 23. Alright, let's... Gotta change up the music here as we... Let me see what some Michael Ghelfi got. There we go. All right. First up, Serrana, you see them as they are entering into the space. They're about 40 feet out.
I am going to shout for everyone to like take cover or like tell them what's coming, like there's vampire bats, run. And I think growing up in a cave, I feel like I would have dealt with bats, and I don't remember if that's a feat that I have or something that I understand. It's not an animal thing that I understand. Something that I could have sworn that I had like a... Maybe I'm thinking about another character that I have, where I know something about a specific beast. I think it's my other character. My ranger. Never mind. Serrano doesn't know these things.
You can always roll... use an action to roll recall knowledge to see what you know about vampire bat swarms.
Yeah, I will do that. What do I add to...
So you're gonna roll nature, or I will give you survival as well.
Well, we go with survival. Okay. Hold on. That is a 19.
19. I will give you one thing, either a defense or offensive capability.
Like a defense for them or myself?
Them. Like, knowledge of one of those things.
A defense.
Okay. They are a swarm, so they are extremely hard to take down with conventional weapons. They're not impossible, but it's hard to get precision damage on something that doesn't have a main body.
Great. Bats don't like light, do they? Oh, darn it, that only affects one creature. F. I gotta think about it. Because Searing Light only affects one creature, but I thought it was a radial spell. Hold on. If it's
Searing Light, no, it's one target.
Oh, wait, no! I have bottled sunlight!
Okay.
I have my sunshine Molotovs! I forgot about
Yes, you
them!
do.
Yes.
Hold on, let me just, okay. They're 40 feet away. F. That one have a longer range, so they have a range of 20 feet. Okay, I'll move.
Okay, so you're gonna like run up toward the swarm.
Well, how fast are they moving?
They're moving at a good
Can I
run speed.
Can I hold my action until they're within 20 feet?
Sure. Yeah.
And that triggers my action?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll hold my action and I'll throw that when they're within 20 feet of me.
Okay. Sounds good. All right, holding action, and then we will go to Archie. Serana shouts, "Run!" You see the cloud of bats beginning to pour out of the tunnel. What would you like to do?
I am going to... I'm going to stay right there, and I'm going to cast 2 spells. Ooh. First, I'm going to take the lantern, and it grows slightly and goes over me like a semi-transparent cage, and I'm going to cast Sanctuary.
Nice. Okay.
Myself. So things that attack me need to make a will save.
Roger.
And then I'm going to also... I'm going to cast Lifelink on Aheerah. So the first 3 damage you take each turn, I will take instead. Or 3 damage you take each time you get hit, I will take that first 3 instead.
Alrighty.
All right.
Fantastic. The swarm pours forth, splitting kind of down the middle as it moves to kind of take over the entire cavern. It moves 30 feet, so it is within 10 feet of you, Serana, if you want to make your throw.
Yeah, I will. Hold on, I gotta remember what I...
It's a ranged attack.
Yes. Martial... Yeah, it's a martial weapon. Okay. Oh, F, what is my plus for that? Hold on.
I don't know
I
that you're
forget.
trained in bombs, so
I'm not.
it would.
Oh, it's plus 1. I want to say. I think it's just 1 for my ranged attack.
It's your dexterity. Yeah.
My dex. Oh, my dex is plus 2 now.
Oh, there you go.
Level up.
Level up. Oh god, I hate it when it does this. Ooh, okay, that is 15. And I'm using lesser sunlight.
Okay. Your throw is a little fumbled, and it hits the ground just in front of the swarm. They do take some splash damage, which causes the the bottom row of bats to peel off and screech in pain, a couple of them falling to the ground. Okay. But they keep on coming. The lead group swarms over our delvers, and let's see, Blood Feast. Each enemy within the bat swarm space takes some damage. I need reflex saves from everybody.
What about my sanctuary?
This isn't.
Yeah, it's not an attack.
Oh, that was out of the...
Well,
yeah, it needs to actually attack me in order for that to trigger.
I will still make a will save for you.
Yay!
It succeeded.
Dang it.
Yep.
DC is 21. Is it a critical success?
No.
Okay.
Reflex save,
Winter.
Yep.
right?
Reflex save. Did anybody roll lower than 18? I'll ask. No. Waiting, Archie.
Yes, I did. I rolled a 14, so I'm gonna roll that again with halfling luck. 27.
All right.
That's better.
Then everybody will take 6 points of damage, but nobody takes any of the bleed damage. So lots of nicks and cuts as these creatures flash past you and latch onto you, their teeth searching for exposed flesh. The second group kind of rounds the side of the room, blocking your escape toward the Facite. All right, who's up next? We've got Aheerah.
Uh-huh. Okay, I'm going to throw my needle spear and use spell strike. I think it's just at the, I don't know, a bat close to me. I don't really have anything that goes out, I think. Yeah, okay. I'm going to roll my attack roll and we'll see.
Well, I mean, you have different kinds of, like, area spells. You have, like, Lightning Bolt would be a line.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, I'm not sure what else you're using, so. Or,
I was going to use percussive impact.
Ooh, okay.
But I also rolled a 3 for 16.
Not.
Yeah, I think I'm
Yeah,
going to
not quite.
re-roll that.
Okay, go for
I
it.
can't. Math is hard.
Hero point.
Okay. I rolled a fucking 19 to get a 31 on the goddamn reflex save. And I just rolled a 3 and I rolled a 1.
Oh.
Using a hero point, I rolled a fucking 1.
Oh,
They're
no.
done that, man. Do it again.
Meh. All right.
I don't know if I should waste another hero point.
That's-
What is
So
we're gonna be in this combat.
so tell me about the spell. What is it? Percussive force.
You lob a percussive impact. You lob a compressed ball of sound at a foe. The ball explodes on impact, unleashing a powerful blast of sound. Make a spell attack roll. If you hit, you deal 48 bludgeoning damage plus 1d4 sonic splash damage. And then it has something for a critical success.
So you do have to hit in order for it to go off. Okay.
You did just get a hero point.
You also did get a hero point if you would like to use
I did?
Yes, you did.
Yeah, okay, let's do it. Yeah. Let me just...
Oh, you got 2. Thank
You got 2!
Cry
thank
Course
you.
and Vampire Bites. And WMO,
my
all the hero points. Thank you, everybody.
Jeez.
Man, I think I
Yeah.
need to start like
Just keep
upping
using it, babe.
the price of those.
No.
No! This
Okay,
is how
yeah,
we
we're gonna-
survive!
Yes, it really is. Let me re-roll. That's so much better.
All right.
For 26 to hit.
That is a hit. Roll your damage.
Yes, yes. What is my needle spear? Where is it?
Yeah. I need my Discord. Shuffle everybody around.
Where does it say what I roll for my needle spear?
Yeah, Finn is Archie, and Archie is Finn.
Yeah. I don't know, it
Yay.
just randomly changed. Did somebody change their username or something? Because that might have done it.
Yeah, it does alphabetical order. I know that much. Nope.
Well, I'll just roll the spellcasting stuff first.
Fuck you.
Oh, that was shit. That's so disappointing. Oh well. And then 1d4. Oh, nice.
What if I just change my nickname to something that is between between Joey's and Joe's?
That's alright.
It worked.
I'm already
Oh, already done. Cool.
moving you around, so
Changes it anyway, makes you do more work.
yeah.
What? Where is what I roll for my needle spear?
It's a D6, right?
I don't know. I can't find it written anywhere.
It's a D6 plus your strength
Okay.
modifier.
So I was like, where is it? I could not find it. I rolled all the other things though. Okay, so what is that? 8. 12. I can do math.
Well, I need your needle spear separate from your spell.
Yes, so the needle spear is 5.
Okay?
The bludgeoning damage from the spell. Okay. Yes, so 48 bludgeoning is 12, and then 4 sonic splash damage.
Ooh, okay. So the spear rockets up into the mob of bats surrounding you, and it doesn't hit solidly. Like there's just not one thing to hit. However, it does connect, and kind of like the nose of a rocket. All it needs is that little bit of pressure, and the swarm explodes outward from that pointed percussive force that just blows like this, almost like bubble, in the swarm, and those bats just crumple. So the
Yes,
swarm
good. Yes.
lays either dead, dying, or concussed at your feet. The second swarm, however, is swooping around the back. All right, that will take us to Finn.
Okay, gonna take a calculated risk. First action, grab a torch. Second action, I'm sure we have a campfire going. Light it. And I'm not aiming to hit, I'm just like shaking fire.
Trying to intimidate.
Yes.
Okay. Give me an intimidation.
Oh, over here, okay. Please. 12 plus 9 is 21.
All right. Let me see. Okay. The swarm spins back towards you and seems undeterred. All right. You know what? It's George's turn.
Damn it, I forgot to do something on my turn. I forgot to do multiple things on my turn.
Were any of them one action? Because I think you would have had one left.
Yes.
Yeah, what'd you get?
Well, I was going to use my reaction to pull back my needle spear
Okay.
and then use my last action to go into Arcane Cascade.
Okay,
I just
perfect.
forgot
Yeah.
to say that.
No worries. That's just fine. All right.
Oopsies.
George, who is a little banged up, not too bad, is kind of skittered and is going to just spin a quick web and throw it in the path of the swarm. Let's see if... not good enough, unfortunately. The web only catches like one or two of the bats, but does not hit the swarm, despite his best efforts.
Poor George.
All right. We will spin back up to the top with Serana.
Okay, I'm pretty sure I have more than one lesser bottled sunlight. I'm like almost 100% positive. However, I don't know if my inventory is accurate.
That
If
I
I
can't
do-
help you with.
If I do, I'ma use it. Foundry, why? Okay, hold on.
I don't think you have much loaded into Foundry, to be honest.
No, I have officially loaded everything in here.
Oh, okay.
I only had one. Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
All right.
That's fine. I'll throw the second one, but it's the moderate
Oh, gotcha.
sunlight.
Okay.
Instead.
Make your attack.
This will. Oh wait, before okay, So the bottle that I threw before sheds light within a 20-foot radius and a dim light for the next 40 feet.
Okay.
Are they anywhere near the former radius that I threw it in?
No, they're behind you, so they're in the opposite direction.
Okay. Oh, that's right, because that was the other swarm. Okay, I am going to throw this one. If undead, like it says vampires and wraiths, so I'm assuming vampire bats.
Any
qualify?
creatures that have sensitivity to sunlight.
They're gonna take the full 8 damage. I'm not, and then if it depends on number weapon. Okay, yeah, I just need to roll to attack.
Okay.
But then it also says damage. I keep thinking I'm gonna have another whole dice to roll, but I don't. I'm gonna use a hero point because I rolled a 12 and then I don't.
All right.
That's better. 18.
All right. That is a hit.
Yes. So they take max damage.
So, initially, you go to throw it, and it, the throw just feels off. So you correct, and chuck right into their midst. It shatters as it smacks into one of the bats, and there is a burst of light from within the swarm. What's your damage?
So they take the max 8 positive damage, but then there's
Why is
2
that?
positive splash damage because they're vampire bats.
They're vampire bats, but they're not sensitive to sunlight.
They're not sensitive to sunlight. Well, then I will have to roll the full other damage. Give me a second. 2 positive, 2d4 plus 2 positive splash damage, as well as. Oh, so I need to roll 4d4. Okay.
Yeah, these are just normal animals, to be honest. Like, we call them
Good.
vampire bats, but that's a misnomer.
They're like the vampire bats we have in the real world. They're actually vampires.
There you go.
13.
13
I rolled
damage.
that way. Yes.
Fantastic.
And as we know, liquid sunlight doesn't work on vampire bats in the real world.
Because
Well,
listen
liquid
here.
sunlight is
in
something
this
that we
in
can
this
get
case,
in
I
the
mean,
world.
it's damage is damage. So the contents of the vial explode outward, and the swarm is dispersed in that flash of sunlight that lingers in the air. The stragglers of the group flit off into the various tunnels, but the threat has officially passed. Well, that was fun.
I'm immediately going to start looking around for George to make sure he's okay.
So the light is going to continue shining for the next hour. So there is still like 2 different things of sunlight in this room.
Yeah, there's one that's like almost like bioluminescence coming off of the floor, shining light into the air, and then the other one is just kind of hanging there like a mist. This beautiful sun rays hanging in the air. Thank you, Vampire Bites, but let's hold off for a little bit. In fact, we were just talking about this. I actually set it so that you shouldn't be able to redeem them for another 30 minutes. So, now granted, the combat probably took up most of that, but we'll see. Anyway, So,
All right. We were saying.
Let's get out of here. We should get out of here. You know?
Yeah, I
feel
don't
that
like
was-
sticking around by this light. This is gonna attract everyone and everything.
I
Well,
am
no,
not
not
paying
that.
attention to the conversation that's happening, and I'm just like kneeling beside George, just like, Archie, and petting him.
I'm just saying that we hesitated and we should just go. You know? Because obviously we're wasting time.
Might be better to play on topside.
Yeah, maybe.
all right. With that said, you'll pack up camp as quickly as possible and hurry where?
Delver's Nest.
Delver's Nest. You emerge out of, we'll say, Dugout West. The merchants setting up their various booths and little stalls. Ahead of you, across the repaired rope bridges and small platforms, is the Delver's Nest.
As we're passing the shop, can I look to see if any of them, or the stands, see if any of them sell runes, and just see how much a striking rune would be? I think that's the next one.
Yes. There is a young magical merchant who's kind of fumbling about setting up his wares, and he sets out a little sign that indicates his various services. Yeah, got a little bit of a menu, and he sees you approach. Oh, I'm not quite yet open yet.
Well, can I just ask you how much something is?
Sure, yeah.
How much would a striking rune be?
Big spender, yeah. That would run you probably my hourly wage plus the materials, about 70 gold.
Okay, thank you.
Of course.
I'll just fuck off.
I've got plenty of other wares. Just, I'll be ready in like 20 minutes.
I don't respond.
Okay.
Just rejoin the group. And I need to get 70 gold pieces. I have 30.
All right. I can, yeah, sure. Here's 60.
It's just like, boom. Change.
Okay.
I've been saving my pennies.
And then I'll okay, in 20 minutes, I need to go back to that stand and buy a rune for my needle spear to make it more powerful.
I'm all
I think
for
that
it.
would be helpful in our endeavors.
I like it when you can hit things hard.
Me too.
Mm-hmm.
But while we wait for him to actually open, we still have a decision to make. We've got either going to see Vict. Well, I suppose that's an option I hadn't considered. We could just march in and try to take him, but I don't think going in and his... No, that's not an option. We lure Vict out somehow, or we spy on him and jump him when he leaves, or we have someone else spy on him, or have someone else lure him out.
It depends on how well known we are. they've seen you and Serana, and I think my reputation as a former peacekeeper did get around.
They're not dumb, unfortunately. I think they'll be able to put it together that we're a thing. They might even know the Threadchaser name by this point.
What does Vict value? Exactly. What's worth luring him with?
Taking down the establishment.
He really doesn't like this place.
We could, we could get a note to him that says it's from we wouldn't even be lying, says it's from a former peacekeeper.
Or a peacekeeper who wants to defect.
Yes. A turncoat.
But would they trust that? Yes, the peacekeepers have information, but have they ever hired Gipti before?
I don't
They
know
may
if
not-
they'll trust anyone non-Gipti. The
And
only
any
two I know are Smiley and Vict.
And any Gipti willing to join the peacekeepers is a traitor. To their own cause. In their minds.
Mm-hmm.
There is some risks, if they do believe it. Or not.
I just don't know. I don't really know what to do.
I think we should at least stake out the general store while we think about it.
Okay.
But first, is the guy open yet?
Has it been 20 minutes?
Yeah, you stand around long enough that you're he's finally got all his bits and baubles set up. All right. So you were looking for a striking rune, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. That's totally easy. I can totally do that. Yeah. It's might take a little bit.
How long is a little bit?
I mean, it could take a couple of days.
Is there any way it can be faster?
Well, if I can find someone who has a copy of the rune on a runestone, I could transfer it pretty quickly, actually. It'd still take a day, though.
That's fine.
Okay.
And then I'll just come collect the rune from you?
Yeah. Though, I'll probably have to pay I'll probably need a runestone in order to make this change, which is just an additional 5 gold.
Okay.
Is that okay? I mean, I know it's getting a little expensive. I get it, but I do quality work. I promise you.
I'll just pull out like the aforementioned gold of 70 gold pieces plus the new 5 and just like put it on the like little stand and just be like, that's fine. I just need to add stuff to my weapon. That's all.
Okay, yeah.
So
I've totally got this. Your weapon is in good hands. What is your weapon, by the way?
I'll just pull it off my back and just like, it's a needle spear.
Oh, well, that's unique. Well, I mean, this would be kind of fun, actually. Never worked on a weapon like this.
Yeah, it just kind of appeared in my hand one day, so now I have it.
Well, I mean, I guess it must be very special then. I will take good care of it, and he gingerly, like, takes it from you. So we'll say 9 bells tomorrow.
Okay. Thank you, and if you don't mind me saying, you don't seem super confident in your ability to do this, but I think you'll be fine.
Oh, is it that
You
obvious?
seem a little nervous. Maybe not to everybody, but I sometimes notice these things. But I think you'll do great.
I promise you, I can totally do this. I just may not have a lot of experience.
That's okay. I don't have a lot of experience with most things.
How close by are the rest of us?
How close are you?
I mean, I feel like I would have been pretty gosh darn nearby.
Okay.
Within earshot.
Then you are within earshot.
Okay. Upon hearing I don't know how much experience I have, Serana's just gonna slowly turn and walk over and be like, How long have you been doing this job? What's your name?
Hemel, and I graduated quite recently from a very prestigious wizarding school.
Was it yesterday?
No, it wasn't yesterday. It was 2 months ago.
That's not nearly as bad. How much work have you done?
Well, I created a few of these things, and he points to some baubles on his stand. Some basic, magical items. Very useful if you're interested. Runes, I admit, are a new field of study for me.
If you break this, I can't promise that there won't be consequences. Do you understand that?
Give me an intimidation.
He was just standing there still smiling at this creature. I don't remember what you said he was.
Oh, I didn't. He is a tiefling.
I'm just sitting there smiling at this tiefling.
I rolled an 18. In reality, Joe thinks he's the most precious being on the face of this planet, and I just want to love him so hard. Serana's like, sucks. I rolled an 18.
He cowers. I won't. I promise. If you know what, maybe I should just give it to you back, and you go find somebody who's obviously more experienced in this than I am. Thank you for your business, and yeah.
Here. And she'll just pick up one of his baubles that he has and kind of examine it. Does it look well crafted?
It looks decent enough, yeah. You'd have to give the enchantments on it a deeper look. So arcane would probably be the skill of
I can make that check. 13 plus numbers, that's 22.
It's pretty solid. The particular bauble you picked up has divination properties to it. And the formula that are inscribed into it looks pretty solid.
Once he thrusts the needle spear back to me, I'll just be like, "What do you think that you can do it? Are you just scared?"
Well, I mean, I don't want to break it, and they're kind of scary.
Yeah,
Her eyes just flash to his color immediately. She's just like, I could grow horns right now. Right now. Just shut up.
I'm just gonna kind of look over at Serana and just be like, "Stop being mean."
I'm sorry, this is a big deal. If this breaks, you don't have another one. This isn't like a normal sword. This is very, very important, and it should be trusted with doing, but at the same time, you're really good at making these tiny little things. It's a risk. And it's yours to take, but
I think that as
nice
long as he believes he can do it, he can do it. He just needs confidence. I'm scared all the time and don't know what I'm doing, so.
And yet you slice people in half.
I don't slice people in half. I just stab them and electrocute them when they're mean to my friends.
His eyes kind of go wide. So, am I gonna get electrocuted?
No, unless
God,
you're
no.
mean to my friends.
No.
I think we won't have to. I think you're good. Sorry, I'm like an overbearing older sister. I think this. I think it's good. I think this is probably fine. Aheerah, if you trust this person.
I'll offer the needle spear to him again. And
He'll
just
gingerly, cautiously take the spear again.
And I'll just give him a really big smile and just I know you can do this. You just gotta believe in yourself.
Thanks. 9 bells tomorrow. And he's just gonna back away behind his little stall.
Okay, bye. And I'll turn around and Mr. One. I'm I think we scared him.
Yeah. I came on a little too strong. I didn't mean to. I don't want more things of yours to break. Things to go wrong for you.
Well, I don't think he'll break my needle spear. I don't really even know where it came from, so I don't think he'll be able to break it. If I had to guess, it was probably a gift somehow from Mira or Manira, but it just kind of appeared in my hand when I pulled out a needle when we all first met. So I don't think I'll be able to break it.
Fair enough.
All right, are you
And it'll
two
probably be
done
the
terrorizing accidentally on purpose these merchants?
I didn't mean
was-
to scare him.
I said
It was accidentally on purpose. But also on purpose. I'm just
Don't
looking out for
like
people.
scaring people.
I do.
We just need to be cautious in light of yesterday. That whole crowd saw.
Oh, that's right.
Saw what? Us defend ourselves?
Well, I mean, I sent a giant bolt of searing light into my cousin, who then fell
Who
from a
was
roof.
trying to kill you?
We publicly
Still.
killed 4 people. It's a big deal.
Brutally.
Because they were going to kill us.
Yes. But that's
I
not
don't understand.
not everybody's going to know that.
Why not?
It may look like excessive force. Overkill.
How? They were going to kill us. We killed them first. I don't understand.
It's like Aheerah, it's like when we fought Nemesis before we knew who she actually was.
She looked terrifying with that big sword.
And I still maintain that if we had killed her in the process, that would have been justified. And she's
I
my
agree
sister.
with you.
Maybe people just shouldn't pass judgments before they know the whole story.
Then not a lot of people are ever going to pass judgments.
Maybe that's for the better. And I didn't mean to scare him.
You
But
didn't.
Serrana said I slice people open in half, and I don't do that. I just
Okay.
stab them and electrocute them. Usually.
That is still an off-putting description to most people.
Yeah, I keep forgetting that.
Not the average person runs around in the Facite and battles constant danger.
That makes it sound pretty cool.
We are pretty cool.
But for the time being, I don't have my needle spear, so I cannot stab people. I can still electrocute people, though. But let's try and avoid fights until I get my needle spear back, preferably.
So about this stakeout. Last time it happened, it didn't go too good. Do we want to risk giving it another shot? Or do we want to find a way to just contact Smiley?
There's always the chance that there will be a higher bidder. That's what I'm worried about.
Especially with Smiley.
I mean, who else is going to outbid us except for Sir Frost?
Vict himself. We tell Smiley what we want to happen. We want him to lure Vict to a location. And instead of going himself, he just sends goons to get us.
then we go with Ani.
I can contact her and ask her, and it could be one-on-one or with all of us.
If she needs a show of peace, we can show her peace.
If she needs a show of violence, we could do that too.
Also
I
true.
think she knows that.
If she doesn't,
She
I'll
has
gladly
taught
give her
us.
a refresher.
She has fought us before. And I did call her the worst when I did that. I kind of feel bad about that now, knowing she's my sister.
I feel like no, siblings say that to each other all the time. All
They
the
do?
time. All the time.
I've never had a sibling before until
I have too many.
when we met Ani. So, it's very new to me. Well, I can try and contact Ani. If we think that's best.
That's my vote.
We can at least
With Smiley.
find out what her price is.
What do you think, Archie?
Before we do that, I think there is one more thing I want to try. You know Monotati. You've seen them in their two different forms. You've seen the lantern and you've seen the helmet. A Monotati can also take the form of a cat.
Didn't we see that dog once?
Yeah, we did see a dog once.
That wasn't Monotati. That was just energy given form. It wasn't a creature in its own right.
Huh. Oh, I see what you're saying, though. It's a way more covert way of... Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And it's not exactly they're not exactly a defenseless cat either. So I think maybe we could try that first. The problem is I can only keep Monotati around for a minute.
That's not a long time.
Nope.
It's a minute that we would have otherwise. Or you can save your energy.
The merchant is still kind of standing there. I mean,
Hemel or something?
yeah, Hemel.
Hemel.
I mean, you could use scrying magic if you're powerful enough, and you seem powerful enough.
I don't have that. Do you?
I might have a scroll or two. Let me. Okay. He sets about like picking through some scrolls.
I'd like to watch him, just out of curiosity. To him, it might be uncomfortable, but Aheerah's just curious and wants to see what he's doing, so she'll watch him.
Okay. Well, let's see. See what we can do as far as spells.
Because I'm a divine caster, right?
Yes.
Yeah, scrying is not on the list.
What is scrying?
I'm almost certain it is. That's kind of your bread and butter, being an oracle.
Nope. It goes from sanctified ground to searing light. There's nothing that
maybe
starts
not
with SC.
scrying specifically, but there is clairaudience here through an invisible magical sensor. So you wouldn't get visual and audio. You'd have to choose. There's clairvoyance and clairaudience, which are 3rd level spells.
I'm not seeing either of those either. Divine 3rd level spells. No clairvoyance.
Clairaudience is arcane and cult. Where's clairvoyance? I know it's gotta be here somewhere.
The spells I took at level up were
Clairvoyance is
remove
level 4.
remove disease and Wanderer's Guide to find an ideal route to a location, which I thought would be excellent for the Facet, but we're not spending a lot of time down there. The only thing I'm seeing on here is Web of Eyes, which is put scrying sensors on creatures, allowing them to share their vision with others.
So essentially, put a camera on somebody.
Yeah.
Strap your camera to George!
I mean,
Because George is
a
totally
little big.
inconspicuous.
Yeah.
He's
The
just
giant
a light
spider.
spinner.
or
Oh my gosh, did the poor tiefling merchant, did he see George as well?
yeah.
We're just traumatizing this poor boy.
Yeah. Let's
Just
see.
put
There's
friends
Shadow
with
Spy, which is occult and primal. Hand-drawn scouts.
But the question is, can we put on a hat?
I do think we should buy George a hat, just cause.
Do you want to? Are you looking for like a hat of disguise? Like
No. Hemel.
Hemel.
Hemel?
Hem. Yeah, like the hem of your cloak. Yeah.
Hemel. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Dial it back a little bit, okay? Just dial it back.
I was being facetious, like putting on a mustache or glasses. Sorry.
I'm just saying. I was giving you options. That kind of thing.
It's appreciated. It is. Saran is clearly trying to make up for the fact that she was an asshole like 10 minutes ago.
Can I lean over to Hemel and just be like, "You're doing a good job."
Yeah. I'll just mind my own business. But if you want the spell, it's right here.
We'll gesture to Archie.
And which spell is this?
Clairaudience allows you to hear in a remote location.
Yeah. How much?
Ooh, spell. It's 45 gold.
All right. You're getting a lot of business today this morning. And I will slide 45 gold over.
Alright. Actually, 35. I'll say 35.
I take 10 gold back.
There you go. Alright. Well, here you go. And he hands you the scroll. It is arcane in its writings.
Which means I can't use it.
Yep.
Right?
Correct. Or you would not be as proficient with it.
Mhm.
Isn't arcane my
Yes, it is.
area of
No,
expertise? Yeah.
you have to be within 500 feet of where you're trying to listen into.
Okay.
And it lasts for like 10 minutes.
That's a good amount of time. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. It's helped me a couple of times, when I needed to listen into a lecture in one hall, but I needed to be in another one. It's...
I wish I could do that. That's so useful.
Oh, if you can multitask, it's really helpful.
Why would you need to be in one lecture?
Okay, thank you for your business.
Okay,
I
yeah,
really appreciate the sales you've made and the goods and services you've provided for us. We are going to be on our way now.
Thank you. I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, see you tomorrow. Bye.
Did we have any more errands we were run?
Not that I can remember.
Is our next goal to find Ani?
We're gonna try and spy first.
We're spying first. Okay.
Okay.
I have a thing I want to do at some point. It will happen later. Don't worry about it.
All right. Well, later is a good idea because we are going to go ahead and take our 10-minute break. Thank you, everybody who has stuck around and watched the wonderful shenanigans and the fight with bat swarms. We will be back in 10 minutes, so about 10 minutes to the hour. We will see you in just a few. Love you guys. Be back. Hello and welcome back. So, our Threadchasers are headed up topside, I believe. Are we going to do some spying?
That's the plan.
Wunderbar. Very good. Where are you going? Because, again, you have to be within 500 feet for the spell to work. So, knowing where you're going to put the spell is rather important.
All right. We can go pretty far down the road from the general store, but we have to put the sensor in the back room. And we have to make sure that Vict is there.
How do we do that? Well, Monotati might be good for that.
Maybe.
I have an idea, kind of like a 3-step. I'll listen into the hearsay, if people still trust us. And then we can send Monotati in the general direction that it sounds like he may be in. Kind of honing in.
That could work. How long do you need?
Yeah, what's the ability again?
Eyes of the City. Where?
You can use diplomacy or society, whichever you're trained in, to track creatures in the city. So it's kind of an active thing. So it really depends on how far away they are. Is that the way you want to go?
Yes.
Fantastic. Give me a diplomacy or society.
Okay. It's the same, so... I could do better than 19. Do I want to use a hero point? I think I can do better than that.
You could also do worse, but we'll see.
Oh, thank you! I'll take the risk.
Oh, and Vampire Bites granted you a hero point, so thank you.
Thanks. I can get higher than an 8. You can do it. I believe in you.
Joey, don't tell me you rolled a 1.
Roll a 5.
Womp!
Which still puts me at 16. I could use another.
How many hero points do you have?
I just had one replaced, so I have 2. So that'd take me down to 1.
Do you want to try it again?
It's worth it.
All right. And you have a coming to their aid. So thank you, Craig
Oh.
Horst. So you get a +2 on this check.
Awesome. 18 plus 11 plus 2.
Nice.
Very nice.
31?
Oof. I love these high numbers. It makes me feel happy inside. All right. At first, as you begin reaching out to the contacts that you've made within the Facite, you come up dry initially. All they're saying is that Vict has run to ground and has abandoned the general store for the time being. However, you meet up with a seemingly simple but actually very astute orckin named Crag, who happens to know that there's a bunch of Gipti are now occupying a stable toward the outside of town.
All right, I'll relay that to the party.
A stable?
Well, they got attacked in the general store. It makes sense.
Yeah, but why a stable?
No one would think to look.
The only reason I can think of other than that is that they're getting ready to leave.
Could they be?
Or they're just like having quick escapes around.
They may feel that the general store was compromised. Serana and Archie have both seen it. But they probably won't stray too far, because the Delver's Nest is still their target. We at least have that on our
That's true.
side.
So do we try and find the stable then?
we can get as close as we can, narrow it down, send a Bonatati.
I think that's worth it.
Maybe some footprints in the snow or some sort of disturbance.
Seems like a good idea to me.
All right. So, what's the plan of action?
Going to find the stable?
Yep. To the stable that the Orkin indicated.
So we can send Manatati in and see if Vict's there? Vict?
Vic.
I can pronounce his name.
I
I'll get there.
intentionally make them extremely difficult to. All right, you set out, heading up to the top side, and then tracing your way through town toward where these stables may be. You find the lone building. Essentially where the Orkin had said it would be. This lone structure seems quiet, though you can make out movement in the there's like an attached farrier. I think that's what they're called. The ones who actually shoot horses, farriers. Almost 100%. Yep, farriers. Got it right.
I was like, I have no idea.
Yeah. There's an
I don't know what
attached
that means.
like workshop that would have belonged to the farrier.
Okay. Monatati and Aheerah ready.
Oh, I need the spell. Because who has the scroll? Or did somebody give it to me? Do I have it?
Guess you do.
Cool. What is the spell? Claire.
Audience. So you're sending Monotate in first?
Yeah. I will take my lantern, which is dim to the point where it's almost out, and hold it close to my mouth and whisper, Monatati.
It brightens. You call.
We need your help. Take your Sylvanchi form. Ask the horses whether a person of Vict's description has come inside recently or left recently. And then, as a gas, as mist, go inside yourself to see if he's there.
Sorry, I'm trying to make out. So, take the form.
So I'm gonna summon. I'm casting Summon Lesser Servitor at 2nd level. One
Oh,
of
you're
the
talking
forms
about
it can take.
Sylvanchi's ability to
Yes.
take gases.
Sylvanchi-
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, knows the two of the spells that it knows are Speak with Animals and Gaseous Form.
Okay, yep.
So I'm going to have it use both of those to go talk to the horse, talk to the nearest horse, see if Vict has gone inside, and then go in yourself to see if Vict is actually there, and then come back.
All right.
And I won't be able to know what's actually happening. I'm just commanding this thing. I can't see through its senses or control it. So
the lantern melts and pools on the ground, taking a different shape, and almost like Quicksilver and Mercury building up onto itself until it grows fur. So for our audience, a Sylvanchi is kind of looks like an ocelot or a trying to think of some of those other like striped cats, predator cats, black and gray furred, purple eyes. It shakes itself as it comes to full form and then dashes across the snow. You see it disappear around the building. And now all you can do is wait. Gonna do anything while you wait? Or just gonna...
I'm gonna wait and let the viewers know that I just posted the art for Sylvanchi in the Glacial Foyer in our Discord channel.
Ah, yes. And if any of our members, or... yep, I beat you to it.
Dang it.
If any of our watchers have not joined our Discord, please feel free. And you can see kind of what we're looking at. About three minutes later, excuse me, what looks like a rolling breeze of snow, or that has caught up snow and has spun it up into the air. A little snow dervish, if you will. Slips across the space between you and the stables before the gaseous form rematerializes into the Sylvanchi and then melts once more and reshapes as Monotate.
The one you call Vict is present with his advisors.
How many guards?
Five.
Thank you, friend.
Monotate will fade from view.
Is this when I
5
should
guards.
pass?
Vict is in there. We listen in.
Okay. I'll try and cast it in the right place.
All right. So,
So-
thankfully, you don't need to have line of sight or
Yes.
see where you're trying to put it. However, you have to, since you're not familiar with the area, putting it somewhere good or useful is a little bit difficult, but not impossible.
Okay.
So you have this 2-story building, because you have the main stables and then you have the loft above that. Where would you like to put it?
I'm guessing he'd be in the loft.
In the loft? Okay. So the
I'll
loft
talk to
is
my
open,
party, I
so
think,
you could
first.
quite easily target some like a point in there and put it there.
Okay. I'll put it there, I guess. I don't know what else to do.
All right. You unfurl the scroll and begin working the formula of the spell. Trying to remember if it's... So it's verbal, somatic, and material.
Material.
So you pull out a bit of a ball of earwax, we'll say. Hey, you know, components for spells are weird. Pull out a little ball of earwax and begin to kind of imbue it with the magic speaking over it, and then kind of flick it, and it sails through the air unerringly and ends up in the loft of the stables. And you take a little piece of that earwax that you just and kind of tuck it into your ear.
It's so gross.
And immediately
So gross.
you can hear voices as if you were standing right next to him. Do we have all the supplies yet? No, sir. We still need a couple of resources before we can make our next move. Yeah, well, I don't like doing all this hiding out. Do we know what hit us yet? It's strange, sir. There was something strange about those creatures. They were not simple ice methods, but they weren't flame either. It was odd. I think they were dead. Dead? Well, they sure seem pretty lively to me, cutting up our people. Well, for the time being, we're staying hunkered down here. Yes. And we're ready to go
Should anything untoward happen? Yes, sir. Good. What's our people saying about them interlopers? They've been rather hard to find, though there was an incident just yesterday. Some sort of big display over in the market. I do believe that they are becoming formidable, and we should watch our backs. Maybe consolidate a few more men for our guard. I don't know if we have the funds for it right now, but I think that Smiley owes us 1 or 2 bits. Maybe we can put some leverage on him. Right then. I'm gonna look over our plans and maybe I can find a more efficient way to do some things. And that's pretty much gonna be the 10 minutes.
Alright.
And yes, you got me talking to myself in character.
Alright, as soon as like the spell ends, I'll pop out the earwax. And I would imagine I have a little, like I have my little sewing kit, but I also have like a little essentially spellcaster's kit, so to speak, with just things I've collected for casting spells. So I will pop the earwax back in there. It's super gross to me. Aheerah wouldn't care. And I'll turn to the rest of the group and like, we should get away from here, and then I'll tell y'all what I heard.
Alright. Not too far.
Not too far, no, but we definitely don't want any chance of us being caught around here right now.
That's true.
So I'll walk a little ways away, maybe find an alley or something, if possible.
Okay.
And once we duck in there, I'll just be like, okay, so Vict was asking if they had all the supplies yet. He was told no, they need a couple more resources before their next move. They're currently hiding out, and Vict doesn't like that. They don't know what attacked them, but it was very strange to them, and they think it might have been dead. But they're going to stay hunkered down there in the stable for the time being. They are ready to go if anything untoward happens. And then Vict asked if there was any information on those interlopers, and he was talking about us. And the guard said that one of the guards or somebody else there was saying that there was a display in the marketplace yesterday, and that we're becoming formidable, and suggested that they added more guards. And then Vic said that they didn't have the funds for that, but that Smiley owes them. And so they can probably use that and put some leverage on him, and also find a more efficient way to do things. And that's all I heard. But Vict is planning to use Smiley to get to us, so I think that using Smiley is a real bad idea.
So
I agree.
We need to get to Vict before he can get to Smiley.
We need to get to Ani and ask first. Fast.
Well, I can do that. I just need a barrel.
Why?
Because that's the stone's rule. She told us this morning.
I just dropped the stone in the barrel, and then
I just remember the stone
comes-
part, and then I just kind of...
That's fair,
Noticed
but
a fly,
no,
I see.
Yeah.
I dropped the stone in a barrel, and then Ani comes and collects. I don't really know how the magic works now that I think about it. Maybe she could teach me. Anyway,
weird.
then she comes and collects it and can give it back to me. But also, she made me wait because I did it at the beginning of my walk shift last night, and she didn't come until near the end. So sometimes she makes me wait.
I have an idea, but it really relies on if they stay hunkered down for the entire day until Aheerah gets her spear back. I think we can take him. We could lure him out.
We could go inside and take them.
We just need to make...
They do plan to stay hunkered down there for the time being. I don't really know what that means or how long that is, but at
Means
least
they'll
for...
be there a while.
Yeah. But if anything happens, they're ready to go somewhere else.
If we can guarantee that none of them leave between now and 9 bells, we could do this.
Hold on. We still have 2 other friends that we could totally call on if we need to. What were their names? Yes! We could totally call Deacon. He's cheap.
Do we want to get him caught up in murder, though?
Do you think he
Are we-
really cares about that?
It's a
I
bit
think we
different than a...
We need the element of surprise.
Well, that other
Ethan's not
one.
very good at that.
What was the other one's name?
Oh, she wouldn't be interested. She's not a mercenary. She's a
That's
researcher. She
Necromancer.
has a very specific job.
True. Darn it. Well, I was thinking about them. I mean, he'd be good in a fight, but yeah, you're right. He's not good about some.
We do have some things on our side. Crossbow can hit from a distance. I don't know how far your spells reach.
It depends on the
It
spell.
depends on the spell.
We could ambush, or we could pick them, try to lure them out and pick them off.
I don't want to kill them if we don't have to.
We can just debilitate them.
I'm not really great at making that distinction. It's not really easy to control with the spells I have.
I don't like
True.
killing either,
Especially,
but they do have
Yeah,
the...
I don't know if we could lure Vict out somehow and then just take him, but I doubt we're going to be able to do that if he has guards.
We have to take the guards first. Otherwise, if he screams, we're screwed. Lure the guards out one by one. Knock them out. Pile them somewhere.
How do we lure them out?
Sounds.
Trail of gold pieces.
Or that. I wonder.
Yes. I'm not really well versed in this sort of thing. I think my sister is, but I'm not yet anyway. Spying is not my forte. I'm better at hitting things.
Only we could somehow recreate those weird creatures we saw. And, like, get them to come outside and be like, oh, what's this? But we don't have any spells for that.
They can't be summoned by similar methods as before?
I don't know how they were summoned. They just appeared and started attacking us.
Speaking of those, you said, Aheerah, you said that they thought those things were dead.
Well, one of them did. Vic thought that was stupid because they were killing their people. I think
Dumb.
Vic didn't realize he meant that it was undead.
Oh.
That's what his guard seemed to mean, that it was dead come to life. And
If that's the case, then this is not the first, that was not the first time. That makes it the second time we've been attacked by undead wreathed in blue fire. We ran into wisp-like things once in the Facite. If it happens a third time, we need to look into it. Especially if it happens on the surface again.
Third time's a pattern.
Yep.
If we can't summon them, is there a way to play some sort of trick or illusion? Is that something
That's what I
can
mean.
Summon a fairy fire, but that only attaches itself to creatures, and I have to be able to see the creatures. No, we need to get inside. But I do have an idea. I think they're relying on the horses for, they're relying on the horses for their getaway, right? The day before, like maybe tonight, I could go spike the horse's water supply with a depressant of some sort. Make them lethargic. They won't be able to get away.
Or we release...
No, that would... We could do that.
They also could be there for warning. Horses startle very easily. Can you sneak up on a horse?
No.
I used to be able to. I haven't tried it in a while.
That might be another angle to consider. Perception and a getaway.
I think that I'm bursting. Never really dealt with it.
What if the horses startle? How many guards will come out to check?
1, 2.
They won't leave Vict unguarded. So they'll leave at least 2 of them, I'd guess.
Alright, one of us goes and starts unleashing the horses, getting him out of the stables, and then a couple others, probably Serana and Aheerah, stand by the door and wait for a guard to come out. Jump him when he does.
Do either of us have... Oh, I have my staff. I can just go back right on the head.
I mean, I could do that with my needle spear, too.
You don't have that right now, though.
No.
Yeah, we have to do this tomorrow.
Oh, that's right. We have to do it tomorrow.
Serana could get up close. Aheerah will have to be within throwing range. I could stand back with a crossbow.
I can just hit people with the spear. With the eye part of the needle, I can just bat people with it, like Serana's doing with her staff, because if I throw it at people, the likelihood of me killing them increases exponentially. And I think we're trying not to kill people.
But
The sharp point does that.
But we do have to be prepared for it. They will kill us without hesitation. If we can't silence them, we will have to attack. If one screams, that's it. I don't mean to be cold, but I have to think of it as a strategy.
No, I agree. I think that, they will kill us. They intend to use Smiley to go after us in some way. So. Alright. So Serana and I will wait for guards to come out and try and knock them out. And if we can't, we'll kill them. And
We have our plan. This is going to be way easier than I thought it was going to be, honestly.
well, how do we get Vict? So we'll get as many cards as come out. After that, should Serana and I go in, or?
Vict is a Gipti. He's not that strong. It's not going to be too difficult to restrain him.
Restraints. We need something to restrain him.
We still have a lot of rope. Need I remind
We
you?
do.
An
then we
unnecessary
just-
amount of rope.
And then we just march him to the Peacekeepers?
Yep.
Or should
Publicly.
we let the Peacekeepers know what we're doing so they can meet us closer?
That's a good point, because what if he has other people and they see him in?
They want him captured just as much as we do, but they may not agree with our tactics. It's something to consider.
If they're close by, so that we can get Vict and then pass him off to them, maybe?
We should set up a meeting location. Say we'll bring him to you here at some point within these hours. Just have someone here bring him.
Do we need to tell him today?
Alright, I suppose we should go do that now then?
Yes.
Small hours of tomorrow morning.
Is that when we're doing it?
That's the most, given what I can guess about guards and hired swords. 3 or 4 bells in the morning is the worst time for something to happen.
Can we do it without...
I won't have my needle spear back by then.
Then we can't. I don't want to go in without that.
Sorry.
No, that's okay.
It'll be stronger when I get it back.
Yes, I'm excited for that.
9 bells
Right.
is when I get it, or... Yeah, 9 bells.
GM, how long does it take to get from the merchant to the stables?
It's a bit of a trek. I'm gonna say about an hour, and that includes using the platforms. Because he was down in the dugout west.
Sometime between 10 and 11 bells is when we are going to meet the peacekeepers. Give them a location that's nearby.
Let's find something recognizable on our way back.
That's a good idea.
All right. I feel good. Let's stop the loyalists. I don't think they're going to be able to function without Vict.
Hopefully not.
And then that'll clear our names. Stuff.
And then we just have to get you two fixed.
Yeah.
We'll have the freedom to do so.
And if we decide that we need more help for this, I can always talk to Ani.
Sure.
Question: how exactly does Ani create her illusions?
I have no idea.
The usual plan is still probably most effective, but any use of an illusion might scare them.
Do you want me to call to her or ask her to come meet me?
No. I don't. I think there's only 5 guards. We can...
There's only 5 guards. There's 4 of us. We'll probably be fine. I hope we can fix this for y'all soon. It seems frustrating.
It is. It makes research very hard.
I guess we'll start heading back and looking for a place to
Chill out for the
to
evening
meet the
and such.
peacekeepers and then go tell the peacekeepers
All right.
to meet us.
So you're going to coordinate meeting with the peacekeepers? Or the peacekeeper?
Someone.
Are you gonna meet this evening, or are you meeting in the morning?
I thought we were going to try and meet them today.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Just as much prep time as possible.
Are you meeting at the peacekeeper's office or elsewhere?
I don't know where else to find peacekeepers.
Okay. Peacekeeper Cullen is just leaving as your group approaches.
Commander, sir, I'm so sorry to...
Yes. Delphinium.
We've located Vict.
You don't say. And, are you feeling benevolent enough to share this information?
Yes, of course. We would like to capture him.
like to hear. So, proceed.
Where exactly was it? East?
It's on the west side.
West?
I have
There
no
is-
idea.
There's a lone little house and stable on the west side of town. After some sort of creature attacked their usual meeting place, they've hidden there. If we can get to them before they try to call for help or backup. There's only 6 of them, 5 plus Vict.
Very good. In that case, I shall assemble the guard. And we can have the place surrounded in an hour.
I'll tap Finn's shoulder with a piece of paper.
Can you read it?
And the paper just the paper just says, if they get Vict on their own, can we go?
Can I
You
read?
cannot read it. So I want to share that I did roll for that, and you rolled a 1.
Oh, you have 2 people that can read and speak.
Finn just ignores you and is just like, we did come up with a plan in the meantime. Should we help?
I would say that I think it's best you remove yourself from further suspicion. If this goes sideways, then you are not the scapegoat. In fact, I'm thinking that it would probably be best if you stayed here at the station, all of you, until we have apprehended him.
No, they wouldn't have expected guards or us.
Can I roll a check to see if he intends to arrest us after he has Vict?
Sure. Give me a perception.
Natural 1 for, just kidding, hero point time.
We're number 1.
I've rolled a natural 1. Finn's rolled a natural 1.
Hey, you had all the critical
but
levels
Ha.
last time.
Amazing. Another hero point. Thanks, Vampire Bites. You know what? I'm gonna use 2 hero points for this one. I feel as though I can do better than a 19.
All right.
I can. 24.
Nice!
His intentions are hard to read. However, thinking through it logically, if you were in his position, you would want to avoid any forewarning to Vict that the guards were coming, and by keeping the 4 of you contained means that you can't warn Vict that the guards are coming. If he's arrested, then you're off the hook, potentially.
He doesn't trust us. It's so rude.
Yeah. Well,
We haven't really given him much evidence to do so.
I know.
That's true. That's
Yes.
very true.
I'm Abby's very aware. Aheerah, not so much. But she doesn't know that he doesn't trust him.
Am I the only one who hasn't been arrested in this entire group at least once?
Well, you were in pandemic mode for a little while, but not arrested.
Yeah.
True.
I've only been arrested once.
Technically, I was just sick.
Is there a problem?
No. We'll, oh wow, voice is back. We'll hang out here.
Do we have to sleep in the cells again?
It is the most comfortable spot that we have.
You only be an hour, right?
It'll take a little bit of time to assemble everyone, get a strategy worked out, and then execute. I suggest you take the night.
There are more of them than the 4 of us. They have it.
Less work for us.
About an hour ago, they had 5 guards and Vict.
Good intel. Any escape points?
Horses.
They're gathering
jewelry.
resources. They are prepared to leave if something goes wrong.
Yes. I imagine that
I don't
wanted
really know
terrorists
how.
would have an escape plan. Very good.
There's the front door, but the way they were talking makes it seem like that building has a secret escape hatch,
Well,
and they have horses nearby.
But they do plan to stay there for a while.
I'll have one of my men scout it out, and we will come up with a independent strategy. For now, these guards will see you to the cells.
Are you gonna walk us in again?
I don't think there's any need to lock you in, do you?
No, I just didn't really want to be locked in a cell again. The last time that happened, I turned back into a doll, and that wasn't very much fun.
Well, these two will stand watch. And he looks
Okay.
pointedly at the guards who turn to escort you inside.
I'll go in.
All right.
Best of luck out there.
Thank you. All right. So, all of you complying and heading inside?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
With all of my equipment.
Wunderbar. As we are coming to the end of our session, the cots are uncomfortable, as they're going to be, considering they're just planks with a little bit of straw on top. You rest for the rest of the evening. Does anybody have anything particular they want to do while they're in the cells? If not, then we will proceed. Okay.
Sit there nervously waiting.
I'll sew while we wait.
Pacing.
Meditating.
Very good.
the night drags on. The guards will feed you, make sure that you have water, crust of bread, enough to sate you for the evening. Eventually, they dim unnecessary lights, keeping a few lanterns lit, but encourage you to head off to sleep. Archie. That night, you have visions. They are disjointed flashes, incoherent, but poignant. There is fire as a forge. Plates of metal heated to glowing red before being pressed into skin. The flesh boiling instantly, melting. Someone screams. There's a flash of a face, twisted in agony. It's Rhett's. Pounding of metal, more fire before it all goes dark. And the last thing that your vision shows you are two burning red eyes, like coals, peering through the slits of a helmet, and a voice full of grit.
I'm coming.
And that is where we are going to end tonight.
I'm sorry, what?
I'm coming?
I am coming.
Yay, another threat to worry about.
We
No.
We didn't have enough of those.
It's got to be one of the ones that's already there. We just need to figure out which one.
Fuck.
How many times can the world end?
So many. So many.
Oh, we saved it once.
Thank you everybody who has stuck around for this awesome episode of The Facets. All of the scheming and the planning and the random encounters. Lots of fun. Yes, thank you so much. I have been your humble Game Mistress Winter. You can find me at GMistressWinter on Twitter and Instagram, or as Twitter is now called, X. I don't know. Anyway, but the best place to find us is on our Discord. So if you have not joined, feel free to sign and join us and join our little community and be a part of the conversation. Maybe even meet some people where you can play games like this too, and create stories with all of us. It's what I live for. I love it. As far as any future projects, I am currently working on a Monster Hearts podcast, which we are recording session 1 this week. And now, granted, episodes will not be released until October, so keep an eye out for when we start announcing that, but that is through the Tabletop Tailspinners Network. I'm really excited to be working with them and to be putting out even more TTRPG content and beautiful stories that I collaborate with awesome people on. So I've got that, and I am also the technical producer on Ravenwood, which I will let Abby tell you about next.
Hi everyone, I'm Abby Marie Carter. I played Aheerah tonight. I'm an LA-based aspiring actor, writer, and huge nerd. Yes, so Ravenwood is the Monster Hearts 2 campaign that I run every other Thursday right here on Mistress Winter's Court. We'll have a new episode this week at 11:30 p.m.
Yes.
EST, 4:30 p.m. PST. Yes, it's a Monster Hearts campaign set in a university for young monsters. And it's a gothic horror murder mystery story. Lots of things are happening to my characters and my players. So if you're interested, please come check it out. I have a really wonderful cast, and Winter does an incredible job with the tech. I couldn't be more thankful. As for other things that I do, I'm here every Monday. I will be involved with the Monster Hearts podcast. So in October, look out for that. Because I will be on that as a player. And I, this Saturday, will be on episode 2 of Grimm, a Saga's playtest, over on Dennis's YouTube channel. Check out episode 1 if you haven't seen it. It's a Victorian gothic campaign where we all play small little creatures. I play a mouse. Yeah, it's very cute, but also very dark and very intense. So please come check it out. Yeah, that's me.
Well, thank you. And you did remind me, because I too will be running a Sagas playtest in the world of Horizon Zero Dawn. So you're going to have tribes and mechanized animals and dinosaurs and stuff. It's a lot of fun. I love the world, and I'm really excited to not only play a game in that world, but to feature Dennis's Sagas system, which he will tell us about next. Go ahead, Dennis.
Setting and genre agnostic system is available now if you just Google it. SAGAS playtest. The first hit is the free playtest for over on DriveThruRPG. We've already almost got like 200 downloads of the thing, which is fantastic and amazing. So I'm wildly ecstatic about it. I'm playing 4 games live between now and the next time we meet for the Facite. So tomorrow I will be running Heist at Station G, a Sagas game set in a mining station on an asteroid in a space fantasy setting. That will be over on the Nerds with Dice channel. Then on Wednesday we play the first the pilot episode of a rotating setting with rotating game masters campaign over on YouTube. On This Crits is the name of the channel that will be on. Very excited for that one. We're starting off in fantasy western, and I have no idea where it's going to go from there because I won't be running it. Then, as Abby said, we have episode 2 of Grimm, the cyberpunk, steampunk, like grim, dark, but also small and cute and adorable at the same time.
So we're thinking, like,
It's
Secret of
fantastic.
Nim, mature
Secret of Nim,
Rebel.
Great Mouse Detective, kind of vibe, and
I love Great Mouse Detective. Oh.
yeah, that was heavy inspiration for the setting in this one. Just that's a kids movie, and this is not a kids show.
So Secret of Nim,
So we'll be playing that on Saturday over on my channel, OKSDM. Then on Sunday, literally the next day, that one will be Cyberpunk. We're going to be doing a one-shot Cyberpunk psychological thriller that I am super excited for. Well, I'm going to be excited for all of them, so that just take that for granted. I'm excited about the game I'm designing. Who knew? I am working on updates for the rules, which will be coming out sometime in August. If everything lines up correctly, which so far it has been.
the stars align.
And I might be starting another project in the background that'll come out before Sagas, so keep your ears peeled for whatever that might be.
Fantastic. And I'm excited for all of it. Awesome. Thank you so much. How about you, Joe? What you up to?
Oh, goodness gracious, not a whole lot. I'm open to more though. They want to do. I'm chill. I'm here. I played Serana tonight. I am in another campaign over on Spells and Storycraft. We're on hiatus right now. There are some whispers of start dates. I'm not sure what those are yet. So we'll let you know. But I play a barbarian wizard over there, which sounds like it doesn't work, but it does. And she likes glitter and science. It's very confusing. But yeah, if you want to talk to me, I hang out on the Discord sometimes, and I'm on Twitter until it turns into something I hate. And I'm at Merry Happy Socials. So.
All right. Well, thank you so much. How about you, Joey?
Hi, I'm Joey. I play Finn on Mondays, and Sundays with Starbottle are on hiatus. If you think a grad student can get into trouble with the law, imagine ex-military, ex-police force at the ripe age of 111. Can't wait to get back to it. Otherwise, I just stick to my art and cosplay. You can find me at Prince Perry Pastille on Twitter for now and TikTok, and hopefully I'll get some things put up there.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. Thank you all. Thank you, my cast. Thank you to our loyal viewers. We really appreciate you. And we hope that you will come back next Monday for another awesome episode of The Facet. Until then, have a great week, great weekend, and may the dice roll ever in your favor. Have a good night.